Happy day. It's Madison with Restorative. Hope you're having a great day. Thank you so much for being here. I want to jump in today. Well, obviously it's Valentine's Day, so it's such a loving day in general anyways, and I want to remind you to be someone you love too, because that's very important. And I was thinking a little bit too about how to being somebody you love too, and like the masculine and feminine parts of our being. I liken it to like if you have a song with like a male and female or in it both or whatever, like I guess the masculine and feminine part, like maybe like one of mine is like Drunk in Love by Beyonce. Like I can rock the Beyonce parts just as dope as I can rock the Jay-Z. So I think that's kind of like a visualization representation of like your inner masculine and femininity. You need them both, and that's for guys and girls, right? Like, goodness, we all need that. So it's just kind of cool, and I really jumped into that too, thinking about yesterday's halftime show, and well, obviously, I've said more than a couple times that Eminem is like some of his music, well, like two songs that I really like, the Lose Yourself and then In the Moment, I like that one. But even in all whatever else, like those two songs are where I like feel at home in like the Eminem part of it, or like Dre, like, well, let's be real, like back in the day, like the music, and I've already seen memes where it's like teenagers and kids like watching the halftime show, like what, and then like all the parents are like even me, I was like watching with my dad and brother, I was like, oh, like I'm also super gangster, but not really, not at all, no. But it's so funny too, because back in the day, you know, I've even heard this too, like, cause music, my point is with this is like, it was so cool to see the way things kind of full circled or came around to where we are today. And I say this in the aspect of, I heard a long time ago that there was, now I don't believe everything I hear, but I do believe that there is a little bit of truth to most things in some aspects, and then it's us to discern and decipher through what feels good to us and here. Okay, so my point with that. So I heard that a long time ago there was this gentleman that was doing an interview on a podcast or something, and it was about hip hop and rap and everything, and he said that a long time ago there was this meeting in the Hollywood Hills one night, and it was, you know, the big, everybody who was trying to be anybody or what have you, and I wasn't there, obviously, I have no idea. But anyways, the whole point of the meeting was for the people in charge or whoever came to these artists and said, we want, you know, rap, hip hop. I'm trying not to piss anybody off. Just kidding. It's my gang sign. I love you. Anyways, but what I had gotten from this was basically this meeting was like, all right, hip hop, all the rapping, we want to take it to a really dark place, like show them how dangerous it is and thug and blah blah blah. And this particular gentleman in this case, he was like, you know, I'm out. That's not really my direction or a message I want to head to. A lot of others did though, and I find it, you know, again, in hindsight, could not be true, could be true, I don't know. But what I liked about what it sparked in me, you know, to think about that was like, in other ways that there's been kind of like a collective tone meant to be set, and here we did it, and now we see what happens. With that, it was really cool to see that despite all of that, I mean, not that I'm not, like, whatever, this is just like a sub-topic kind of thing, like, not that I'm not like, ooh, Dre or Snoop would be dangerous, like, now, because I'm sure they are or not or whatever, it doesn't matter. I don't think of them that way is my point. Like, I think of them as just like artists who started and evolved, and you know what I mean? So that's my point, right? Like, all of us collectively, individually, and when I say collectively, like perceptions, like all those things, like from what a rapper was then or what it meant now to what it means now, like those kinds of things. Like, just remember in the evolution of things, collectively and individually, we're all gonna go through major changes like that. So I guess my whole thought of that was like, regardless of whether or not like there was a point in time where the rappers were like instructed or guided or more like, you know, to be so dangerous and blah, blah, which I'm not taking away from that. The streets of Compton are probably very scary. I don't know. But I definitely have a picture of me under an 8 Mile sign in Detroit. Because I did that one time. I think it was probably way at whatever end of 8 Mile. It doesn't matter. Like, it's all what you think. Mary J. Blige was awesome too. I mean, just anyways, all of that. You know, when I climbed Thunder Mountain, or I've done other big adventures, or I get to the top of something, I do kind of feel a little bit like Dre in that essence of like, I've been to the mountaintop. All of these things, like, we're so really a culmination of all these little parts and beings of our surroundings, atmosphere. I'd say programming, but it's not really like that in the essence of, it's like we're all just this melting pot of where we come from, where we're growing, what we've seen, what we've done, what we've watched other people do, all those things. And then to kind of see something in a collective come full circle or change or grow out of or unite, oh my gosh, that's really what it really kind of, you know, I would say music was almost given to us in that instance, in that spot, to try to ununite us or divide, you know, if that was it, like scare everybody with music or what have you. If it was meant for that, it's another form of division, which has, like, again, if you can see what I'm trying to say out of my mouth, the full circle of that is like, that was a halftime show that a lot of people were watching and were jamming out, and to see all the other people enjoying was actually awesome. So I really appreciate that from them and the efforts that it took, because honestly, you know, all genres aside and everything, like, there's a certain time and place previously where a halftime show like that would definitely not probably been on the table without something a little froggy happening. But I'm glad that that wasn't that. So I hope that's the point you're getting from me on that. And then, so I love that. I didn't watch the rest of the football game because that was all I really went there for, so I don't even know who won. Okay, so the other thing that I wanted to share with you, because I like it to kind of be a couple things or a few things, is a celebration a little bit too. I think this timing and stuff has been like so froggy, I guess is my word, to feel right about celebrating certain stuff or even making it a point or getting excited about it. I just passed my, I don't know what that means. It's like, I just passed my 4-year, moving into the 5th of having restorative, and that's so beautiful. And so I really wanted to just say thank you for everyone who's ever been a part of anything to help me manifest something so special and so beautiful. And what I want to share about that is when I was thinking about all that restorative has done for just my being and the community in that essence, and just the friends that I've become to love, is that when I first started restorative, when I was setting up my business plan, I used a quote that I just love so much. And it says, "A lighthouse doesn't go around chasing boats to save. It stands in one place and shines." And I really love that I included that in my business plan, because I did see and do see that, you know, restorative has been that, like ever since I opened the doors, pretty much anybody who has needed me for my time or energy has found me available and ready here. And I just really love that, because who wants to be trying to save everybody? And it's so cute because we do try it and we want to. When I first opened restorative, I was like, oh yeah, like my max would be like 10 or 8 people. So funny when we first think that when we're first starting something, how much and how much we want to impact as many people as we can. 3 is actually my best number of people. They get the most love and I feel no stress. 3, and that's me saying, oh no, I can do 10. Oh my gosh, that's just so funny to me. 5 and 6 are really my max, but 3 is my favorite because I know that everybody's gonna get so much energy. So it's like one of those cute things of like imagining how many people you want to help versus how many you genuinely can help when you are at your full energy capacity. So it's important to remember those things too. If you've ever come to restorative and I had more than 6 people, please try it again when it's just a small group, because you will definitely feel my truest intention of what you were meant to feel. The final thought here before I go is I just really appreciate your time, and with that lighthouse story, and just celebrating that I've passed the 4-year benchmark of restorative and those things, is moving forward, I am going to take my personal Facebook back and not post my videos there. I might post some of them on my restorative Facebook, but I might stick to shorter things on Facebook. This is just based on like I said, you know, when you start out and you're like, you know, I was like lighthousing my lights everywhere. I'm like Facebook, Instagram, blah. Well, I really want to go back to my personal Facebook is just me, my business Facebook. I'll figure that one out a little bit. And then really just keep my videos onto YouTube. And then I feel like I'll have a more... Well, really, I want, you know, my personal Facebook to be my personal for friends and family. I would like Instagram to go back to being my favorite for personal affirmations from other people and animal videos. And I don't want to learn all 3 systems to get videos out to everybody. I want to just learn one. And I want that to be where you can go to watch my videos. So that's Restorative Co. on YouTube. I also like the idea of having longer conversations. I don't know why, but I feel pressure for Facebook and Instagram to have smaller videos, but I actually have like pages and pages in my notes of stuff I want to talk about. So I really need to hone it in, and I want to share that with you guys today. So I love all the other lighthouses out there that I get to share this arena with. And I'm so grateful for everyone's time. And I'm so grateful that when I look around, I see so many other people sharing beautiful messages and enjoying their life. We all deserve that. keep trying and growing. I love you. Bye.